Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
We're going to talk about, we're live, of course, at Facebook Live, and we have Dr. PHILLIP Appleton, our famous chiropractor who really helps people with pain. I mean, if anyone even breathes pain to me, I say, I have somebody that you have to go and see. So Dr. Appleton is he's so cheery. He's so friendly. I don't know if it's really the laser or if it's you. I haven't figured that one out.
What came first, the laser or me? I think me. And then laser was invented after me. So, yeah.
No.
Bye-bye pain.
Yeah, no.
Bye-bye pain. You know, every week is a new challenge in my office because I see people coming in. I have a guy now who came in, and people always come with other people. It's like an entourage of people. Because the other people want to either carry them or wheel them in or help them in, and they're all their family members. And this week, on Monday, this elderly man is there, and he's like 84 years old. And I said, "What's going on?" And the daughter says, "My dad's been in so much pain, all he does is cry."
Oh.
I said, "He's been to every doctor and every medication. Can you help him?" I said, "We don't know until we try, you know." And he was able to lie on the table. He had low back pain. And I touched his legs. He screamed, "My legs, my legs, my legs." He had pain in his legs. So, and he's crying the whole time.
Oh, my God.
And I'm saying to myself, this ain't going to go too well. And about 5 minutes, he relaxed. And 20 minutes, he was calm. 30 minutes, I get him up. And he gets up with my assistance, with me helping him. And his daughter says, "Dad, how are you?" He says, "I'll let you know tomorrow, but I think I'm better." Came back Wednesday.
What a story.
Came in Wednesday, was crying again. But the daughter said, "Not all the time." Came in Friday. And this is a person, if he came in as a chiropractic patient, I would have to turn him away. Because he's 84 years old. Even by touching his skin, he was so freaked out with pain. So I would have to turn him away. But as a chiropractor doing either acupuncture I could have done or laser, I decided to do the laser on him. And when he came in yesterday, he wasn't crying. He says to me, "I'm better in 3 visits than I was in 3 years."
I am fainting out of my chair.
Well, don't fall.
No
fall. Don't slip and fall.
Okay, so this is my problem about all this. What did he have that caused that kind of pain?
He had an injury years ago. He was a steel guy with construction when he was younger, and he fell years ago. But, you know, as you get older, things get worse, things deteriorate more. And it got to the point when he got into his early 80s that the pain really kicked in. Popping the pills, popping the the injections, going to doctor. But I hear this all the time. You know, can I help everybody? No. Am I going to help him all the way? No. But at least he's more comfortable. At least he's now less painful. Now he has more of a life, I think. And if I can help people like that, it's like a
for a man to cry, that's not easy for him to do. He must have been in terrible pain.
I've gone to funerals where people couldn't cry. Here's a man that is in my office crying, like both eyes watering, and I had to give him tissues.
Because how can he even sleep?
Or how can you even walk? How can you even go to the bathroom? How do you function? And he's holding me, looking in my eyes. "Doctor, please help me, please help me." And it's a very cool thing because it gives a good feeling to yourself. And another woman came in. She had low back pain. She was from Deerfield. And one of her neighbors heard about me. And she came in and she said, "I have 3 herniations in my low back. I'm in pain all the time. All these doctors want to do one thing: cut, cut, cut. I'm 58 years old. I don't feel like being cut." So I said, "Let's try it." And then yesterday she did a testimonial how wonderful she was feeling.
Well, tell me about that. So she has herniations. And so what does the laser do to those?
For the people it helps, it decreases the pain, reduces the swelling, increases blood flow, increases wellness.
So it's the swelling, right? It's the swelling
like anything
is
else,
painful?
when it swells, you get inflammation, You get inflammation, you get redness. You get redness, you get lack of range of motion, lack of range of motion, lack of mobility, lack of mobility. Yeah, each one feeds on its own. And then you get debilitated. And she said I was being debilitated. And then she came in on Monday, from Monday to Friday, and she was overwhelmed. She's overwhelmed. She says, she was just like so happy. She says, can I do something for you, for me?
Oh,
so I said,
I love this. Yes, just keep coming back.
So I said, do a testimonial. So then she said, my son has a shoulder problem. He's 25 years old. Could you help him? Because all the doctors want to do, cut. So I said, bring him in. So we'll see.
Okay.
But it's a really exciting thing when people call me or come to me. When I do this radio show, the number one calls I get is that a lot of people out there are in pain, either from cancer or from a debilitating injury. I can't help all. We can't treat cancer victims, unfortunately, active cancer. I can't treat pregnant people who are women, hopefully. But I do the best I can. They come in with, I had a person come in yesterday with like 10 pages of MRIs and CAT scans and all this stuff. And she's there with a cane, and she said, could you help me? I've been everywhere. Could you help me? I said, we don't know until we try. What do you got to lose?
Do you know that my vet not only does laser treatments, doesn't have the robotic laser like you do, but does it by hand, and also acupuncture at the same time. The vet does this.
Well, I do acupuncture with needles at the same time with the laser as well. I'm probably the only person in the country that actually does that. So you get the yin and the yang, balancing out the energy flow, and then you get the benefits of the laser. So if one doesn't work, the other one works. If both don't work, I can't help you.
Okay, but let's just pursue this. So let's say someone's in pain and they feel good when they leave you. Now, how often do they have
That's
to
a
come
good question.
back?
This woman who came in this week with her disc problems, she said, Can I do what I can do? I can. There's no restrictions. You're not gonna be. I'm not telling you be in the bed. I'm not telling you to ice it down or put heat on it or get massages. Do what you do, and you'll see if you're better. And if you're better, it's happier. And how long does it last? I have people who I've done years ago. They've never come back. They just come back. I know they're doing well because their friends tell me when they come in. They refer their friends. I'm cocktail conversation. I'm cocktail conversation.
Cocktail conversation.
I am. They talk about me.
I love this, Mr. Cocktail
well,
Conversation.
because when you're with family, what do they talk about?
Hey.
How are the kids? How are the kids? How are the kids doing?
Yeah, and then
what movies? What shows? And then it goes to restaurants, and then it goes to
illness.
And the
true.
illness takes over everything.
It's true.
I have a fraternity brother. I can't call the guy because every week Gene has a different problem. And all my other fraternity brothers says, we can't call Gene anymore because every week it's the illness of the week. It's either he had to take all his fillings out of his mouth because the mercury was causing him not to sleep. Whatever. He believes all, this stuff. And it's probably true too. But and then his weight, and then his hips, and then his knees, and then his organs, when does it end? And when your family, family talks about these things. And it's kind of a good thing that people talk about me. I've been on airplanes, cruises. I haven't been on spaceships yet or space shuttles, but my name comes up with other people all the time. And I'm doing this over 35 years, and usually my name doesn't come up that often, but at cocktail conversations. But people talk about me, and they go, you should go to him. What do you got to lose? Most treatments are 30 minutes long. It's $120 per treatment. Insurance does not pay for it because it's new technology. So you have to reach into your pocket and pay for it. This woman that came in from Deerfield, she said to me, you really should raise the price because you're really cheap. So I said to her, to be quite honest with you, I have more restrictions on people and who refuse to pay this. They think it's $1 million.
Yeah.
She says, I feel so great. You should raise your prices. I've never had that ever in my life. I try not to raise my prices ever. I think I'm locked into my prices since I practice.
But I was thinking about something. I just had my hair done, and people write
and
a check.
And it looks beautiful.
Thank you. They
and
write
you
a
look
check
beautiful this
for
morning.
$125.
for your hair.
No, but I'm saying, and so it's just your stupid hair, and you wash it out, and it's over. Here you have pain. Someone wouldn't do it. It's like I see you tell me this. I can't believe it.
It's I can't believe it either. Like, and then I have people who just pay it, and they thank me and thank me. Here's a woman who doesn't really know me. She's from Pittsburgh, and this is her third visit in, and she's here for she has a house here, and she was telling me that she spent thousands and thousands, and she's in her 50s, and she feels like any other word like crap.
Yeah.
And when you feel like that way, and
sure,
you don't feel like doing anything. She said, I have 2 young sons in their 20s. I can't go to movies. I can't do anything. Now, I can feel like I could run. I feel I have a life again. There's only 3 visits. So when people say to me, well, how many visits? I don't know. I don't know how bad your termites are inside you.
Cocktail conversation.
Termites. What's termite? Termites like you have in your roof and wood. You have it in your body. It could be in your discs. It could be in your nerves. It could be anywhere. I don't know how bad your deterioration is, or any type of herniations, or any type of tears you may have in your spine.
I know people now are wanting to know about this, Mr. Cocktail Conversation. Dr. PHILLIP Appleton, who is with his own company, is Appleton Chiropractic. Just write this down. Remember, this is Pencil Talk Radio. Save your life. It's his cell phone. He answers it. You don't have to go through a bunch of people. You can call him directly. It's 954-973-0710. I'll do that again. It's 954-973-0710. And it's AppletonChiro.com. And he's located there right almost at Palm Air, in a sense.
Yes, almost on Palm Air, Powerline Road.
Across from the aisle.
Yep. Open 6 days a week, always there.
He rushes right after the radio
show
to go
I have
there.
hours from 9 to 12.
Well, I think that I've been doing this a long time, and I always think that my listeners are very intelligent, and the people that read Boomer Times are intelligent. So if you have any pain and you don't go to Dr. Appleton, I am really disappointed. I mean, what is the point of working so hard to have all this radio and have all this? We bring you all sorts of personalities and people, whether it was a gastroenterologist just before or the lawyer we just had. It's to help you to live a much better life.
It's the most amazing thing. You had a tax attorney on before,
yes.
And he was talking about when you have so much money and blah, 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 you give like 40% back to the government. When people are in pain who have money, they have a tendency not to help themselves.
You're kidding.
No.
You're kidding.
So they want to give to the kids and the grandchildren.
But if they have pain, they're going to spend it, aren't they?
And they shake when they want to give you the $120.
Oh, you're kidding. You're really serious.
And then they pull away in their brand new, Bentley and Mercedes.
I can't believe this. Are you kidding me?
No. And they say, well, I'm only going to come a couple visits, and because I have to take care of my kids and everything else. And what is money for? I think money's for, yes, people do a lot of bad stuff with money, and people work their whole life for money. And when people pass away, they give money to their loved ones, stuff like that. But like when you're having a problem, wouldn't your children? I love this one too. When people say, "Well, I can't have treatment because I have visitors." Well, wouldn't your visitors want you to feel better, and you go for a half-hour treatment instead of not having the treatment for the week, for your knee, for your shoulder, for your ankle, for your wrist? What kind of family members do you have that No, you can't go for help. You can't go anywhere. We're here for 1 week. You got to take us for lunch, dinner, shows, the beach, but you can't take care of yourself. Well, that's
it only goes 30 minutes, you said.
It's only 30 minutes. That's for the longest treatment. Sometimes I do a thumb, that's 8 minutes. If I do an elbow, that's 7 minutes. It's different. But when they tell me this, I can't come in for 2 weeks, so my children are coming to visit. Wouldn't your children want you to get care?
Yeah, that's
get treated?
Silly. Oh, that's so silly. Yeah. No, I understand. People are strange, aren't they? But
it's fun working with people.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have such a great personality.
We all look alike, but inside, we're all different machines. And I never know how they react or how they say. I had a woman this week came into me, and she's in her broken, can you help me? So much pain. My low back is killing me. I'm terrible French. Personally,
that's okay.
But
can you help me? Right?
Yeah. I hear that a lot. Even when I was at the deli next door at the bagel place, and I walk in, and this old couple was there. And when I walk in, people know me. They go, "Oh, hi, Doc. How are you?" So I'm walking by and I go, "What kind of doctor are you?" So I'm Dr. Appleton over here. I'm the chiropractor. "Oh, you're the guy with the laser."
Ah.
So I'm from Canada, and I have a neuropathy. And I'm going for treatment, and they're doing the laser, the handheld laser, on my toes. So I said, "Why are they doing your toes?" "Well, I'm getting pain down my leg, and it's ending in my toes." I said, "But why aren't they working on your low back?" He looked at me, and the wife spit out her food,
See?
"Joe, I told you you're going to the wrong guy. Joe, you're the wrong guy. You should be going to Appleton over there. He'll take care of you."
Right.
So, yeah. So that was just yesterday. So I'll probably be in today or tomorrow.
Okay, so
but it's funny.
what
though.
about now? You've said about numbness. Sometimes people have numbness. Tell me about that.
Numbness could be coming from a nerve, dislocation, diabetic neuropathies. When you have your diabetes, does a lot of damage to people's body. If your extremities are turning colors like black and blue, by that point, I can't help you. The nerves are dying down, the circulation's dying down.
Okay, so
that's a
have you
problem.
ever had anybody come in just for holistic care?
Oh, yeah, chiropractic over the years.
No. I know with chiropractics, but with the laser. Let's say they don't have pain. Let's say they come in, they say, "I feel fine, but could I just have some laser just like on my body and it'll even make me better?"
No, I've never had that. Almost every person, chiropractically, yes. Holistic. Acupuncture, yes. Holistic. Laser is strictly for pain. There's many different lasers. There's eye lasers, brain surgery and lasers, hair removal lasers. My laser is strictly for pain. I just don't do it when they have no pain. I want the patient to be in some discomfort, so I know how it's working. If it's holistically, it's I don't go near that.
Okay, but let's.
I try to be honest with my patients.
Okay, so you have some. Oh, Dr. Gannon is listening. He's a optometrist who deals in. He's fantastic. He deals in.
I've heard that name.
Low vision.
Yeah, I've heard
for
that
people
name.
who have
In
macular
Boca? In
degeneration. No, he's in Broward County, but he's fabulous.
Oh.
I've known him for many years. He's advertised for years. He's helped a lot of people, but so we have people who are really always interested in what you're saying. But let's do the carpal tunnel again, because that's a very common problem, and people are always told, "Well, we have to cut."
And today,
They don't,
especially
do
with
they?
the phones, everyone's using their thumbs more now than ever before for the texting. I see people texting with their thumbs. It's like freaks me out because I do one at a time.
I do
These
too.
kids are doing like both hands going crazy.
So they're going to have problems with this,
Oh,
aren't
probably.
they?
And they're all bent over. They're all bent. You go by a bus stop today,
Yeah.
all the young kids are bent over. And boom. There's a commercial out now where everyone's walking. It's a car commercial. And the car commercial is to show you that if you walk in front of the car would stop. But the whole world is walking bent over on their phones.
Yeah.
We are going to be so hunchback in the future because everyone's not exercising their back, they're not standing up straight. They're all bent over looking at these phones all day long. People are addicted with these phones, and it's going to cause problems in the cervical spine and all the thumbs and elbows and tennis elbows and numbness and tingling. And carpal tunnel is a situation where it's in the wrist area where the nerves come out and the fingers get numb, where you actually lose feeling. So a lot of surgeons and a lot of people go in and they cut this little area to open up the little nerve areas to open up so the nerves can breathe again and function again. But a lot of times it's from your cervical spine.
But talk about what you've said, that if they come in and you can help them with your laser.
Oh yeah. I've had people. It's all different types. There was so many people in pain in this country. The drugs have ruined this country with overdosing and drug addicts, and we all know people who have passed with drugs, overdosing. It's so sad. And our situation in our life, that if you have a problem, especially if you have a acute problem, like you hurt your tennis or you fell, something really fast, the laser is fantastic. Short-term injuries are fantastic.
I wonder
Two or three visits.
I wonder who invented the laser.
Probably Dr. Laser. Probably James Bond. Probably James Bond.
No, but lasers have been around for a long time, but not like this. We first saw them, I think, in on TV.
Star Trek,
Star
Wars,
Trek, Star Wars.
with the laser beams.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's very popular. More and more is getting there. But again, the insurance companies don't pay for this because it's new technology.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Wouldn't you think they'd rather pay for this than operations, which are $20,000 compared to $125?
Well, the whole thing is that the $120 for the treatment, not everything works for everybody. There's a percentage of people that we can't help. The orthopedics can't help. The neurosurgeons can't help. Chiropractors can't help.
Right.
But with my treatment, at least 80% do very, very well. So I'm very happy with it. Slip and falls, boom, they come in. Auto accidents, we treat all day long. Boom, that we do it for them. We do anybody who has pain. And people are accepting it more and more. Yes, they're afraid of it because they don't really understand it. Technology is there, but people don't understand it. Look how many years it took people to learn how to use these phones.
Oh, we're
right?
still learning.
and you got a new phone,
Yeah.
and you're going to be learning all day today.
Yeah, right.
And tomorrow. It just takes a while for people to accept it. Some people accept technology very well. I have people walk in, they just want the laser. They don't want chiropractic. Or they ask me, Doc, you make the decision what I should have.
That's what they should do.
That's a tough one, too.
Yeah,
because if they're a chiropractic patient and they've been getting chiropractic their whole life, I have to try to convince them laser is a new thing. I can do the chiropractic, but if they're too old, I can't do it because I'm not going to hurt them because of spinal adjustments.
How young can you use this?
I've been in 13, 14. I've taken care of people who have played soccer, volleyball players, baseball players, tennis players, and the oldest now I have right now, actively patient now, is 98. She's 98 years old.
Oh, it's fabulous. Well, looks like we've done it again, so we're done. But let me give you the phone number one more time. It's Dr. PHILLIP Appleton. Is Mr. Payne away? And the cell phone is 954-973-0710. He'll be back next week. We can't wait. We're just so...
Call, come by, visit.
Yeah, just go by and visit him anyway.
Watch a free video.
Yes.
We'll
the
be
video's
friends.
great.
We'll be friends.
Yeah.
We'll be friends.
Thank you very
Bye-bye,
much.
Payne.
Bye.